Hi everyone, my name is Zoe Cavotta. I am a chemistry teacher in Saratoga Springs, New York. I'm going to talk a little bit about using 360-degree virtual tours in my chemistry classroom. So just a little bit more about me. I am from Saratoga. I'm on my third year of teaching up in Glens Falls. I teach Regents Chemistry and AP Chemistry. I come from a family of teachers. My dad just retired from teaching, and my mom is currently a teacher in our area. My dad was a PE teacher, and my mom teaches the architectural classes at our local high school. So we're all teachers of very interactive, collaborative classes. I'm also the girls modified lacrosse coach, hopefully this spring if lacrosse happens. And yeah, that's just a little bit about me. Again, this is my third year teaching. I finally had everything down, sort of, and now I feel like I'm just back to square one of my first year of teaching with everything going on. So a technology I did some research on for last week's assignment was using RoundMe 360-degree virtual tours, and I kind of wanted to figure out how I could use this in my chemistry class. I've heard a lot of great things about these 360 tours in classrooms. Some of my science colleagues use them in their classrooms, so I thought, let's see how I can use this in my chemistry classroom, especially given this year and not being able to do field trips. How could I incorporate going to other places without actually going there? So I really like the RoundMe website. It's pretty easy to use. You do have to sign up. It does cost, I think it was $5 for like the minimum package, and then $10 for the other one. And that just kind of, you could do different things, obviously depending on which package you bought, and had you would have different access to different things, different explorations, different types of tours. But you can also just use it freely. I was able to kind of just go on some tours without even signing up to get a feel for what the website had to offer. So this is what the first homepage looks like, and you can see that there's an Explore tab, Stock, World Map, Community, Pricing, and Blog. And then they have this little Getting Started page that you can click on to start. The thing I really like about this is that in the community tab, there's a nearby tab underneath that. And so I'm from New York, and there are some places in New York that you can actually visit for free and tour around without even having to sign up or log in. And I thought that was pretty cool and be kind of a cool feature when, eventually in the future, when I do get to travel again, wherever I am, getting to see some local nearby virtual tours just for my own good, not necessarily for my classroom. But then for my classroom, as I said in last week's assignment, I always do a lab safety unit at the very beginning, and it's pretty dry and boring. Kids can only see my classroom, so I thought this was cool, and having getting to bring kids around an actual lab and teaching them lab safety through that. This is a lab, I think it was in Suffield, and you can't see the bottom, but the bottom, there's all these different tabs to look at different things on this virtual tour. So here I am on a typical work area. So this is an actual lab, not just a classroom lab, obviously. And they have different tabs for the teaching lab, the facilities and equipment. They have a spectrometer. They have inside a fume cupboard, which is kind of cool. And that is what I'm actually going to use in my classroom, because I can't really have kids crowding around my own fume hood this year, given the whole social distancing thing. So this I do plan on using at some point in my classroom, because I think it will give them a better visual of these safety rules we're learning, how they also apply to real world people who work in labs. Then another cool one I found was this brass mill. And I brought this up because I usually bring my kids on, like a select group of kids, on a paper mill tour. And obviously we can't do that this year, but I like to show them something that they might not even think of that includes chemistry. Another one, this being a brass mill, and showing them a tour of this instead of the paper mill. This year, if I decide to do this, more of my kids will get to do it because, again, I only get to bring a select few on the paper mill trip, and we can't even do that this year. So I think that would be another really cool one to use. Again, this is the website. It's pretty easy. If I just open it up. And there's lots of, different ideas. People have virtual world tours, which I thought was kind of cool, that you can create. I do like how you can create the virtual tours if you choose to pay for this program. People use their phones for this, which is also a cool feature. But again, it just seems like a really cool resource to use this year, especially since we're not going to get to go on any sort of field trip in my classroom. Thank you.